And we welcome you to the Intuit Dome here in Inglewood, California. I'm Vinny from vdubproductions. We welcome you back to my NBA2K26 2025-2026 season playthrough. We are in Game 5 of this Western Conference Quarterfinals series featuring the 8th-seeded San Antonio Spurs and the number 1 seed Los Angeles Clippers. As we look at the starting lineups, for the Spurs, we got Fox, Castle, and then we got Vassell, Johnson, and Wembanyama, who is actually out in real life with the concussion. And he's out for the Game 3 as of the time of the recording of this game. And for the Clippers, we got Harden, Beal, Phillips, Leonard, and Zubac. We know that James Harden is a Cleveland Cavalier in real life now, but as I said, trade deadline stuff passed well as the season was going through. So, as you see, the Spurs win the tip here. De'Aaron Fox for 3. That's off the back iron. No good. Zubac with the rebound. Fox had 48 points in that Game 4 victory. This series has been all home teams so far. The Clippers won games 1 and 2 here, including coming back from 20 down. You see Leonard missing the first one, missing the shot there. Rebound. I believe that was Castle that had the rebound. He now has it again. 15 on the shot clock. Over to Wembanyama. Wemby back over to Johnson. Johnson for 3 off the back iron, and that's tipped. That's going to go out of bounds. Whose ball is it? That will be Clipper ball. So the Spurs won Game 1 103-90, or Clippers won Game 1 103-92 in a game that was pretty close until the end. Didn't reach double digits till closer to the end of the game. As we're a minute into this game, Beal with a jump shot, no good. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. And then the Clippers won also Game 2 in this building, 111-105. However, they came back from 20 down in that fourth quarter, as we see the first 2 points of the game scored by the Spurs. They're up 2-0. If you were listening to game commentary, it had been Harlan and Jefferson, and I forgot who else that was. You see Kawhi for 3, no good. Vassell with the rebound. Back over to Keldon Johnson. Johnson over to Castle. Castle for 3. No good. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. The baseball pass over to Harden. Harden coming around. That shot is up, and we are tied at 2. But yeah, it was 91-71 midway through the fourth quarter for the Spurs in Game 2. Then the Clippers went on a 40-14 run to win by 6. But then the Spurs took care of business in Games 3 and 4. You see Game 3 with Wembanyama, you saw him have that rebound there, the offensive rebound. He had a franchise or a playoff record, 28 rebounds in Game 3. And then you have De'Aaron Fox that had a franchise playoff record, 48 points in the Game 4 victory. And that's where we're at right now, 2-2. Leonard jump shot. That is no good. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. Fox. Yeah, as I said, he had 48 points in that Game 4 victory. 10 on the shot clock over to Victor Wembanyama. Being guarded by Zubac here. 5 on the shot clock. Wembanyama needs to get that shot up. He does, and that's going to fall in. That's 4 points for Wemby already. If we look at his average in the 3 games against the Clippers, 21.3 points a game. He has averaged 2 blocks a game in the 3 games he played against the Clippers this season. There's a miss by Zubac. Vassell with the rebound over to Fox. Fox jump shot, no good. Bradley Beal grabbing the rebound. He has it right now behind Zubac. We got 8.5 to play here in the first. That 3-pointer is good. It's 6-5. Vassell over to Wembanyama. We have Wemby. Back over to Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. That is no good. Leonard grabbing a rebound. Kawhi Leonard over to Zubac. Zubac is going to go to the line and 1 opportunity. Keldon Johnson, his first personal foul, first team foul. And the Clippers will lead for the first time in this game. We see Zubats with a chance to complete the three-point play, and he'll miss the free throw. Vassell. There's a three-pointer. I believe that was Johnson. That's no good. Zubats grabbing a rebound. Over to Phillips. Phillips coming around. He's going to go to the line as Vassell called for his first personal foul. That's the second team foul called against the Spurs. Ty Lue not looking happy right now, but... And we know in real life the Clippers that got off to, I think, like a 6-21 start. They were able to get themselves back and got them into a play-in position. They did lose that 9-10 play-in game to the Warriors, so they are home watching the playoffs in real life. We know about the Spurs. As you see, Phillips will hit the first one. We know the Spurs are the number 2 seed in the Western Conference in real life, and they are struggling right now against the Portland Trailblazers, especially without Victor Wembanyama. As I said, he's out with a concussion in real life. And they are currently trailing the Clippers, as I actually have this, or the Trailblazers, I should say, as I am actually multitasking at the time of this recording. As you see, Phillips hits them both, and it's a 7-0 run for the Clippers right now. They lead at 9-6. Vassell back over to Wembanyama. 9 on the shot clock. Fox with it. He has 5 on the shot clock. Fox coming around. He'll put the shot up. That's no good off the front rim, but Wembanyama with the slam dunk after the offensive rebound. And that ends that 7-0 run. Harden crossing the half-court line. Got 15 on the shot clock. Back over to Bradley Beal. Beal, that shot is good. And a lead up to 3 again. You see Bradley Beal averaged 17.6 points during the regular season. Castle for 3. No good. Zubats with the rebound. Kawhi Leonard crossing the half-court line. Spurs are out rebounding the Clippers 8-6 right now as we have 15 on the shot clock. Leonard holding on to it right now, being guarded by Wembanyama. Takes a couple steps back here. 5 on the shot clock. Over to James Harden. Harden for 3. No good. Vassell grabbing a rebound. Over to De'Aaron Fox. Fox back over to Johnson. Over to Vassell. 10 on the shot clock. Wembanyama, Defensive Player of the Year. He misses that one. Harden grabbing a rebound. Go over to Phillips. Phillips coming around with the layup. That is no good. Wembanyama grabbing the rebound here as we're over halfway through the first quarter. 11-8, Clippers on top. And Wembanyama with another offensive rebound and a slam dunk, and the lead is 11-10 for the Clippers now. Beal crossing the half-court line. Beal still being guarded by Castle right now. 8 on the shot clock. Castle will get the steal. This is over to Vassell. Vassell back over to Fox. Fox with a layup. That is in, and the Spurs are on top. Harden crossing the half-court line. Team trailing by 1. Leonard. He's coming around, and he will put the shot up, and the Clippers are on top by 1 again. We look at Kawhi Leonard's stats, 22.2 points per game, but he has averaged nearly more than that as we have a timeout called by the Spurs. We're going to take one as well. 4:50 to play in the first. The Clippers up by 1. Coming out of the timeout here at the Intuit Dome, 4:50 to play in the first. We look at the lineup set. We got Fox, Waters, Johnson, Barnes, and Wembanyama. And for the Clippers, we got Harden, Bogdanovich, Collins, Leonard, and Zubats. It's a good thing I was able to see that scoreboard because that's how I was able to get the lineup set for the Clippers. Barnes will inbound it to Johnson. Over to De'Aaron Fox that had a playoff high 48, or playoff record 48 points for the franchise. You see Zubats with the rebound. Bogdanovich has been a starter for most of the season, but now coming off the bench as Phillips is getting the start during this playoff series. Bogdanovich back over to Harden. Harden for 3. That's in there, and the lead is up to 4 for the Clippers. De'Aaron Fox with it crossing the half-court line. His team down by 4. As I said, The home team has won every game in this series. The Clippers took the first two here at Intuit Dome, including coming back from 20 down in Game 2. Wembanyama coming around. That is no good. Zubats with the rebound. Harden grabbing it now. 15 on the shot clock. Zubats with it. Back over to Bogdanovic. Over to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard for three. That's in there. It's an 8-0 run by the Clippers, and the lead is up to 7. Fox. She did over to Wembanyama. Waters over to Wembanyama. Wemby with it. And that's going to be a 3-second violation against the Clippers. Or no, against the Spurs, I should say. It's going to be Clippers ball. I'm reading it a little bit wrong here. As you see, Leonard will inbound it to Harden. Bogdanovic with it. Back over to Leonard. Thought about the shot, but he'll pass it up back over to Bogdanovic. We got 10 on the shot clock now, under 3 to play here in the first. Bogdanovic will put it up for 3. That's in there. Timeout, Spurs. Clippers are on an 11-0 run. The lead is up to 10 for the Clippers. We're going to take a timeout. Looking at the lineup set coming out of the timeout here, we got Fox, Castle, Waters, Barnes, and Sohan. And for the Clippers, Harden. And we got Beal, Bogdanovic, Collins, and who else is out there? I think that might be Brook Lopez. So that's a lineup set for both teams. To see Stephon Castle over to Sohan. Sohan with the slam dunk, and that puts an end to the 11-0 run. Harden still out on the court. He's played every minute so far for the Clippers here in this first quarter. Harden coming around. Layup is good. And the lead up to 10 again. We see James Harden averaging 14.3 points in the series. 3.3 rebounds as well as 3 assists per game. Those are his averages so far in the first 4 games of this series. Barnes, 10 on the shot clock. He'll put up the 3. No good as we're under 2 minutes to play here in the first. Bradley Beal, I believe, has also played every second in this first quarter. That's a miss by De'Aaron Fox. Over to Sohan. Sohan with the slam dunk. He has 4 points already coming off the bench. Fox with the assist. James Harden crossing the half-court line. 15 on the shot clock and a minute and a half to play here in the first. 24-16, the Clippers on top at the Intuit Dome. Game 5 of this Western Conference Quarterfinals series. As Bradley Beal with the layup. The Clippers shooting 10 of 18 to the Spurs, 8 of 22. 10-point lead for the Clippers. If you like what you see, hit the like button, comment on this video if you are new. In addition to liking and comment, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And what a shot right there. It looked like it bounced off of a couple of Clipper players. But Fox is going to get the points there anyway. He has 4 in this game. Brook Lopez coming around, getting a bucket of his own, and a lead up to 10 again. But as I said, if you like what you see, hit the like button, comment on this video. If you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to receive notifications when my videos do come out. You see De'Aaron Fox for 3. That's in there. He has 7, and the Clippers are within 7 here with under 40 seconds to play in the first. Very important game 5 for both teams. Harden for 3. No good. Barnes grabbing the rebound. Sohan over to De'Aaron Fox. He's coming around. Dishes over to Harrison Barnes. Back over to Sohan. 10 on the shot clock. 12 to play in the first. Sohan. Back over to Fox. He'll put the 3 up. That is no good. Collins grabbing the rebound. Bogdanovic with a deep 3 to end the quarter. No good. And that will do it for the end of the first quarter. The Clippers are leading this game 28-21. You're watching Game 5 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals on vdubproductions. We'll be back to start the second quarter right after this. Starting the second quarter here in Inglewood. Lopez will inbound it to Bogdanovich. So we got Bradley Beal. So it's Lopez, Bogdanovich, Bradley Beal. I see Beal coming around with the slam dunk and the lead up to 9. So we have Barnes, Lindy Waters the third, Sohan, Castle, and is that McLaughlin? No, that's Carter Bryant. As Castle will get the layup and the lead down to 7. But as I said, it is Bogdanovich, Beal, Dunn, Lopez, and Collins. So that is a lineup set for both teams here as we're 45 seconds into the second quarter. Brooke Lopez will feed it over to Bogdanovich here, 8 on the shot clock. Bogdanovich, jump shot. That's going to fall in and a lead up to 9 again. The Clippers led by as many as 10. As we're over a minute into the second quarter. Back over to Bryant. Carter Bryant. That is good. Carter Bryant's first 2 points of this game. And the Spurs within 7 again. 18 on the shot clock. She's back over to Collins. Collins with the layup. That's good. John Collins. The Clippers shooting 61% to the Spurs, 44% as we're over a minute and a half into the second quarter. It's 34-25, Clippers on top. In this very important game number 5, the series tied at 2. And the reason why I say it's very important is because the winner of this game, the history will be on their side. I see Castle coming around with the layup. That's in there as the shot clock expires. The winner of Game 5 of the Best of 7 series, when it's tied at 2, go on to win the series 84% of the time. Collins with the slam dunk, and that is worthy enough of the AT&T Connected Cam. AT&T, a proud sponsor of NBA 2K26. You see Barnes hands it over to Waters right now as he's crossing the half-court line. Waters and Beal, the matchup right now. Sohan and Lopez. But now he dishes over to Castle. Castle back over to Barnes. Barnes for 3. That's in there. Harrison Barnes bringing the Spurs within 6. Chris Dunn coming around the half-court line as we have a timeout called by the Clippers. We're going to take one as well. 9:17 to play in the second. The Clippers lead it by 6. Coming out of timeout here is look at the lineup set here. Castle, Waters, Vassell, Barnes, Sohan. And for the Clippers, let's see. So it is Dunn, Beal, Phillips, Collins, and Lopez. Lineup set for both teams. As Lopez will soon to inbound it. He'll inbound it to Bradley Beal, who I believe has played every minute so far in this game. 12 on the shot clock. Beal. Jumper. Good. And the lead up to 8. Bradley Beal with 11 points. 8 of those in the paint as we're 3 minutes into the second quarter. Here the defense chance here. Their Clippers are ahead by 8. Waters. Over to Barnes. Back over to Vassell. 5 on the shot clock. Castle for 3. That's off the back iron. Lopez grabbing the rebound. Dunn. Crossing the half-court line. 3.5 into the second quarter. Bradley Beal. Looks like James Harden looking like he wants to come back into this game. And there's a three-pointer by Chris Dunn. No good. Castle with the rebound. Over to Harrison Barnes. Barnes coming around. He is going to go to the line, shooting 1. That's an and 1 opportunity there as Collins will be called for his first personal foul. De'Aaron Fox checking back into the game for Lindy Waters as Stephon Castle back to the shooting guard position. And for the Clippers, James Harden coming in for Chris Dunn. As that Barnes at the line trying to complete the three-point play. And he will hit the free throw, and the Spurs within 5. Harden checking back into the game, has it crossing the half-court line. Back over to John Collins, as I should say. Harden for 3. That's in there, and the lead up to 8 again. We look at James Harden, as I said, he averaged 23.7 points per game here at the Intuit Dome during the regular season. Over to Stephon Castle. Over to Jeremy Sohan. Over to Fox. Fox for three. No good. Lopez grabbing the rebound. Got Phillips. Julian Phillips. Over to Lopez. Lopez with the layup. That's in there, and the lead up to 10 again. That matches their largest lead. Stephon Castle. 15 on the shot clock. Castle coming around. Jump shot in the paint. That is no good. Bradley Beal grabbing the rebound. There's Phillips. He barely stays in bounds. James Harden. Back over to Julian Phillips. Over to James Harden. Harden for three. That's in there, and the lead is up to 13. Jimmy Harden. Big three-pointer there here in the second quarter. Castle over to Fox. Fox for three, and the lead back down to 10. As I said, De'Aaron Fox can go off at any time. He had 48 points in that Game 4 victory. Harden for three. That is no good. Castle grabbing the rebound. Vassell. He'll get the jump shot. Turnaround jump shot. No good. Harden grabbing the rebound. Over to Phillips. Julian Phillips. Passes over to Collins. And Collins with the slam dunk. And the Clippers lead up to 10. He has 6 points, 3 of 3 shooting. As you see Kawhi Leonard at the scorer's table. Same with Victor Wembanyama. They're looking to check back into the game as we're over halfway through the second quarter. Fox for three. Drains it. Spurs within 9. James Harden crossing the half-court line when a timeout is called. We're going to take one as well. 5:43 to play in the second. The Clippers leading 48-39. We are back here at the Intuit Dome. 5:43 to play in the second. Victor Wembanyama will check in for the Spurs. And for the Clippers, we got Harden, Bogdanovich, Phillips, Leonard, and Collins. Nine-point lead for the Clippers right now. They led by as many as 13 here in the second quarter. Harden. Got 8 on the shot clock. Harden back over to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich for three. That's off the back iron. Wembanyama grabbing the rebound. Over to Devin Vassell. Got a defense chance right now. 14 on the shot clock. Fox passes up a shot. Over to Harrison Barnes. Barnes will get the layup, and the lead is down to 7 for the Clippers. That's 11 assists so far for the Spurs here. So under 5 to play in the second. This game coming to you from the Intuit Dome. If you like what you're watching, don't forget to hit that like and comment on this video as you see Wembanyama grabbing the rebound. If you're new to this channel and you like what you see, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And if anybody's inclined to support me financially, there is a link to my Cash App in the description down below, as well as where you can find me on X and Instagram. Harden. Got 8 on the shot clock here. Over Phillips for three. No good. Castle grabbing a rebound. Over to Fox. And he'll lose it as Harden will come with the theft. Passes over to Phillips. Phillips will take the three. That's in there. The lead is up to 10 again. Julian Phillips with a three. Basically a transition three. Castle. Under 4 minutes of play until the half here. 15 on the shot clock. Wembanyama holding on to it. Feeds it over to Fox. Fox, jumper. That is no good, but Wembanyama with the offensive rebound in the slam dunk. And the Spurs within 8. 3:35 to play in the second. Over to John Collins. Is it over to Harden? Harden for three. That's good. And a lead up to 11. Harden has 16 points. 9 of them in this quarter already. Barnes. There's the three-pointer by Barnes, and that is no good. Harden grabbing the rebound. Over to Julian Phillips. Back over to John Collins. 10 on the shot clock. Harden for three. That's in there, and the lead is up to 14. Their largest lead for the Clippers. Got 2:40 to play until the half. Vassell. In there. He'll shoot the three. That's in there. 2.5 to play until halftime. James Harden crossing the half-court line. Timeout called by the Clippers. We're going to take one as well. 2:27 to play in the second. 57-46, the Clippers on top. Back here at the Intuit Dome. 2:27 to play in the second. We see Heldon Johnson will check back into the game for the Spurs and for the Clip joint. Bogdanovic, Beal, and Zubats will check back in. 2:27 to play until halftime, with the Clippers leading it by 11. As I said, the winner of this game will be up in the series 3-2, and that is huge because, as I mentioned earlier, the winner of a best-of-7 series when the series is tied has gone on to win the series 84% of the time. I know I'm taking real-life stats, but you see Beal with a bucket. That's in there. Bradley Beal with 13 points, 10 of them in the paint. The lead up to 13 again. Wemby, under 2 minutes to play. 10 on the shot clock. Over to Fox. Fox for three. No good. Kawhi Leonard grabbing a rebound. 13 points for Fox. He's 5 of 15 shooting. 3 of 10 from beyond the arc. Leonard will miss it, but he gets his own offensive rebound, and he puts it up. And a lead up to 15. Their largest lead. 90 seconds to play until half. Defense chance. Over to Fox. Fox coming around. No good. Harden with the rebound. James Harden dish it over to Leonard. That's a miss right there. Wembanyama grabbing the rebound. Johnson. Over to Fox. Fox coming around with the layup. That's good. I believe that's 15 for him in this game. The Clippers leading it by 13. 15 on the shot clock. 50 seconds to play. Harden. 8 on the shot clock. He's coming around with the layup. That's good. To lead up to 15. Fox has it. So he's crossing the half-court line. Back over to Vassell. In there. There's a shot. No good. Beal with the rebound. Coming around. He'll put it up. That's good. And the lead is up to 17. Points in the paint, I believe. That's 32-28 in favor of the Clippers. Shot clock turned off. Clippers leading it by 17 with under 10 seconds to play until the half. Fox. Over to Johnson. Johnson for three. No good. Zubats with the rebound, and that will do it. We are at the end of the first half. It has been all Clippers. They lead it 65-48. You are watching VDub Productions. This is Game 5 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals series, and we are going to bring it to halftime. We'll see you guys on the other side. Getting ready to start the third quarter here. 65-48 Clippers on top, and this is a very important Game 5. We look at James Harden highlights. He has 21 points, leading the way for the Clippers. I believe he has a game high, actually, of 21. Jimmy Harden doing his part here. No need to give you guys a lineup set because the starting lineups are usually always out on NBA 2K to start the second half. So it is a starting 5 for both teams. Phillips over to Harden. Harden for 3. That's off the back iron. Johnson with the rebound. 17-point lead, the largest lead for the Clippers in this game. Over to Wembanyama. Wemby. That shot is up. That is not going to fall as Harden will get the rebound. Over to Phillips. 15 on the shot clock. He feeds Harden, and that's off of the rim. Ooh, terrible shot selection there. Vassell with it. Over to Castle. Castle for 3. Good. Stephon Castle. It's a 14-point game now. We're 1 minute into the third quarter here, 65-51. The Clippers on top in this very important Game 5. Series tied at 2. It's Kawhi Leonard coming around with the layup and the lead up to 16. That's 9 points for Kawhi Leonard on 4 of 9 shooting. He is plus 17 out on the court. Fox. Over to Wembanyama. To Wemby. 8 on the shot clock, and Zubats will come out with the steal. Over to Phillips. Phillips over to Harden. Harden with the layup, no good. Vassell with the rebound. Here defense over to Wembanyama for 3. No good. Leonard grabbing the rebound. Over to Beal. Bradley Beal back to Leonard. Leonard with the shot. That's good. And a lead up to 18. Their largest lead of the game as we're 2 minutes into the third quarter. As the reason why I say this is a very important Game 5, the series tied at 2. In a best-of-7 series, the winner of Game 5 in a series that is tied at 2, going into that Game 5, go on to win the series 84% of the time. Yes, I know I'm getting real-life stats of stuff that happens in real life, but still think it's worth pointing out on this broadcast as De'Aaron Fox misses that. He's only 6 of 19 shooting, 3 of 12 from beyond the arc. Far cry from when he had a 48, but he only had 13 points in the first half in Game 4 before he went off for 35 in the second half. So Fox coming around, that's in there. That's 17 for him in 24 minutes of play. As I said, he's only shooting 35%, and we're 3 minutes into the third quarter here. 69-53, Clip joint on top. Beal. So we got 9 on the shot clock. Bradley Beal coming around. Over to Phillips. Back to Harden. Harden for 3. That's good. 24 for James Harden. After his first 3 of the second half, it's 72-53. Now it's the largest lead for the Clippers by 19. Over to Wembanyama. Wembanyama with a bucket that's in there. James Harden crossing the half-court line. Back over to Phillips. Got 15 on the shot clock. Over to Harden. Harden for 3. No good. Castle grabbing a rebound. Keldon Johnson. So we got KJ. Over to Fox. Back over to Castle for 3. That is no good. Zubats grabbing a rebound. Over to Harden. Back to Phillips. Leonard. That shot is in there, and the lead up to 19 again. Castle. Crossing the half-court line. This game coming to you from the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California. Game 5 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals series, tied at 2. Wembanyama with the slam dunk on the alley-oop. De'Aaron Fox with the assist. That's 14 for Wemby. As I said, he is out in real life with a concussion in their Game 3 at the time of this recording. And let me tell you, the Spurs actually made a furious comeback. There's a three-pointer right there, and the lead down to 14 for the Clippers. I know the Portland Trailblazers for most of that game were having their way, but the Spurs are now actually currently on top. That's a miss right there by Zubats. Beal. That shot is up. That's no good. Wembayama grabbing the rebound there. As I said, I have game on one monitor, and I'm paying attention to this video as I'm giving you the commentary here. So you get real-life commentary. No, this is not actually live because, as you know, you'll know the end of the result of that game. You see De'Aaron Fox with the bucket there. That's 19 for him. And the Spurs within 12. I believe that's a 7-0 run, actually. There's a three. No good. Castle with the rebound. Yeah, that's a 7-0 run currently by the Chiefs. Or by the Spurs. What am I talking about? Castle for three. No good. Zubats with the rebound. And there's a three-pointer attempt. No good. Leonard will get the offensive rebound in the slam dunk. 76-62. Fox. And there's a timeout called by the Spurs. We're going to take one as well. 5:43 to play in the third. 76-62. Clippers on top. Welcome back to the Intuit Dome. As we look at the lineup set here, we got Fox, Castle, Johnson, Barnes, and Wembayama. And for the clip joint, we got Harden, Beal, Leonard. Who else checking into the game? I think Collins is into the game now. Zubats still into the game as well, so it's just John Collins checking into the game. Barnes technically checked into the game as well. Fox coming around the layup. That's in there. That's 21 for him. Stephon Castle with the assist. 76-64. Leonard. Over to Harden. Harden for three. That's off the back iron. Johnson will get the rebound. Over to Harrison Barnes. Back over to Wembayama. Wembayama feeds it over to Fox. Got 10 on the shot clock. 5 minutes to play in the third. Johnson. He has it. Under 5 to shoot. Johnson for three. No good. James Harden with the rebound. Clippers going the other way over to Kawhi Leonard. Leonard coming around. He'll put the shot up. That's no good. Harrison Barnes crossing over. You see De'Aaron Fox. Over to Wembayama. Wembayama with the slam dunk into Spurs within 10. That's a 22, or no, it was a 12-2 run actually, or no, it's an 11-2 run. What am I talking about? I had to think about the run for a second. It was a 19-point lead. Now it's only a 10-point lead for the Clippers. That shot is off the back iron. No good. Wembayama grabbing the rebound. Over to Castle. He's holding on to it. Under 4 to play in the third. 76-66. Clippers on top right now. Fox for three. No good. Bradley Beal with the rebound. Beal finds Harden. Over to Leonard. Leonard coming around the slam dunk. The lead up to 12 again for the Clips. De'Aaron Fox crossing the half-court line. Finding Keldon Johnson. 15 on the shot clock. Fox for three. No good. Zubats grabbing the rebound. Kawhi Leonard. Over to Harden. Harden coming around the layup. That's good. 80-66. And a lead up to 14 again. 18 on the shot clock. Castle. Jump shot. Good. Harrison Barnes will get the assists on that as there's under 3 to play here in the third. And Wembayama will come out with a steal on that failed alley-oop attempt. Johnson for three. No good. Castle gets the offensive rebound, and he's going to go to the line shooting two. Zubats will be called for his first personal foul, first team foul. Chance for Stephon Castle to get the Spurs within 10 again. The closest they have been in the second half. Said Castle's shooting two. And he'll hit the first one here. We got substitution out on the court. Lindy Waters and Jeremy Sohan checking into the game for Fox and Johnson. And for the Clippers, We have Dunn checking into the game for Harden and Lopez checking into the game for Zubats. Final 2:44 to play in the third. Castle will sink them both. It's 80-70. Basically a 15-6 run right now for the Spurs. Kawhi coming around. Kawhi, and he's going to go to the line shooting two. Barnes, first personal foul, first team foul. Kawhi Leonard at the line shooting two. He'll hit the first one. And a lead up to 11. Getting some air high fives. Yeah, I know you're leaving you hanging right now, and you sank a free throw. That's the thing. What's up with that, 2K? Some major glitches there. Leonard. That is good. 82-70. So down to the final 2.5 to play here in the third at the Intuit Dome. If you like what you're watching, hit the like button and don't forget to comment on this video, as well as if you're new, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. As you saw Stephon Castle with the bucket. And the Spurs back to within 10. Leonard crossing the half-court line. 2 minutes to play in the third. Leonard coming around, and he's going to go to the line shooting two again as Wemby called for his first personal foul. That's the second team foul. I believe that is the first foul under 2 minutes. Leonard, who we look at the scoring breakdown here, 10 three-pointers made, 44 points in the paint. Leonard already shot 2 free throws, made 2 free throws in his last trip down. Looking to try to make it 3 for 3 in this quarter, and he does that. Carter Bryant checking into the game for Victor Wembanyama with Barnes moving to power forward and Sohan to center. Leonard. 4 free throws in the last 2 trips, 4 of them made. Waters has it right now. He's crossing the half-court line. His team down by 12. 14 on the shot clock. Carter Bryant back over to Barnes. He passes that one up, but Barnes won't put the 3 up. No good. Bradley Beal with the rebound. Beal back over to Dunn. Dunn dishes over to Leonard. 13 on the shot clock here. We got 10 on the shot clock now. Bradley Beal coming around. That's rejected by Waters, and he'll grab control of it. Sohan over to Bryant. Bryant with the layup. That's good. Carter Bryant with the bucket and the lead down to 10. 1:05 to play in the third. 84-74 Spurs on top as we're now under a minute to play in the third. Leonard, jumper. No good. Sohan, chance to get the Spurs to within single digits before the end of the third quarter. That would be huge for them. Here the defense, chance. 10 on the shot clock. Sohan over to Carter Bryant. Bryant back over to Barnes. Under 2 to shoot. Barnes, no good. Collins grabbing the rebound here as we're under 30 seconds to play in the third. Dunn back over to Beal. Dunn over to Collins. Back to Lopez. Lopez over to Beal. Beal for 3. That's in there, and the lead up to 13. Shot clock turned off. Castle coming around. Castle. That shot is no good, and that will do it. We are at the end of the third quarter in this critical Game 5. The Clippers holding serve on their home court. They lead at 87-74. The final quarter coming up right after this. Get ready to start the fourth quarter here, but before then we have State Farm assist of the game, and I believe that goes to Kawhi Leonard. So Kawhi Leonard will get State Farm assist of the game. State Farm, a proud sponsor of NBA 2K. So we have Sohan, Fox, Castle, or no, that's Vassell, Barnes, and Water. So yeah, I got that. That's the lineup set right there. There's a three by Harden, no good. So looking at the lineup set for the Clippers here, and that is a 3-second violation against the Spurs. That will be Clippers ball. Second time they've been called for a 3-second violation in this game. So we have Phillips, Harden, Brook Lopez, John Collins, and Bogdanovich. Those are the lineup set for the clip joint. That's no good. Harden grabbing the offensive rebound. Back over to Collins. Collins for three. No good. Sohan grabbing the rebound. Jeremy Sohan. Back over to Fox here. 13 and 14 on the shot clock. Fox coming around. That is good. De'Aaron Fox. He has 23 in this game, and the lead in the Spurs are within 11. Harden crossing the half-court line. 15 on the shot clock. Brook Lopez back to Bogdanovich. Feeds Harden. 8 on the shot clock. Harden over to Phillips. Phillips for three. No good. Sohan grabbing the rebound. There's Vassell. Over to Sohan. Sohan, no good. Collins grabbing the rebound there. Harden has it. Over to Phillips, and he's going to lose it. And Waters will come with the possession for the Spurs. Over to Vassell. Vassell for three. No good. The Spurs just cannot get to single digits. Cannot get to within single digits in this second half. As of right now. Bogdanovich with a jumper. That's good. Bogdanovich, it's a 13-point lead. Defense. Over to Fox. 9 on the shot clock. Coming over to Fox. Fox, no good. Collins with the rebound. 9.5 to play in the fourth. It's an 89-76. Clips on top here. 15 on the shot clock. Over to Bogdanovich for three. No good. Sohan grabbing the rebound. Lindy Waters back over to Barnes. Barnes. There's the bucket. Spurs 34-76. The Clippers 36-72. Bogdanovich. There's the jumper. Good. Sohan grabbing a rebound. Ten on the shot clock to Jeremy Sohan. Vassell for three. That's in there. And now the Spurs are within single digits. It's 89-81 with Zubats waiting to check back into the game. And Kelvin Johnson waiting to check back into the game as well for the Spurs. Bogdanovich almost threw that one away. Phillips feeds over to Collins. Back to Phillips. 5 on the shot clock. Over to Bogdanovich for three. No good. Sohan grabbing a rebound. Over to Devin Vassell. Vassell, jump shot. That is no good. Collins grabbing a rebound. Bogdanovich under 8 minutes to play here in the fourth. Game 5 of this Western Conference Quarterfinals series. 89-81, Clippers on top. Series tied at 2. Bogdanovich will miss that one. That would look like that went in and out as Sohan grabbing a rebound. Barnes back to Vassell. 15 on the shot clock. Vassell for three. No good. Harden will get the rebound for the Clips. 7.5 to play. And that's not an alley-oop, and he misses that little layup there. Vassell coming around with a layup. That is no good. Bogdanovich grabbing the rebound for the Clippers. 7:10 to play here in the fourth. Lopez back over to Collins. Collins for three. That's in there. Timeout, Spurs. We're going to take one as well. 92-81. The Clippers on top with 7:03 to play in the fourth. Looking at the lineups for the Spurs here, we have Castle, Vassell, Johnson, Barnes, and Wembanyama. And then for the Clippers, Dunn, Leonard, Zubats, Beal, and Phillips. Thankfully, we see on the scoreboard there. That's how I was able to get those lineups out. Wembanyama coming back into the game now. Castle crossing the half-court line. Spurs trailing by 11 right now. They were able to get it to within 8. Have not been closer since. Have not been able to get it close. Barnes for 3. No good. Zubats grabbing a rebound. Chris Dunn. Over to Phillips. 14 on the shot clock. As we have 6.5 to play here in the fourth. And they're done for 3. He nails it. It's a 14-point lead again for the Clips. They led by as many as 19. Barnes holding on to it right now. 13 on the shot clock. Over to Castle. Castle. That bucket is no good. Chris Dunn grabbing the rebound. Halfway through the fourth quarter, 95-81. Clippers on top. Dunn for 3. No good. Barnes grabbing the rebound. Got 18 on the shot clock. Oh, wow. I thought Johnson stepped the backcourt for a second, but you see Vassell. That's no good. Phillips grabbing the rebound. And they're 5.5 to play in the fourth. Over to Leonard. 15 on the shot clock. Over to Dunn. Dunn for 3. That's no good. Wembanyama grabbing the rebound to Keldon Johnson. Fit 14 on the shot clock. Over to Castle for 3. That's going to fall in, and the Spurs within 11. 5 to play here in the fourth. Sohan at the scorer's table for the Spurs. Leonard. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Castle with the rebound. And I believe that's Brook Lopez waiting to check back into the game. Stephon Castle with the slam dunk. He has 21 in this game. Spurs within 9 and a timeout called by the Clippers. 4:35 to play in the fourth. We are back in the Intuit Dome. Looking at the lineup set here now. Fox, Castle, Vassell, Johnson, Wembanyama. And for the Clippers. Let's see here. So Harden is checking back into the game. That is it. Zubats will stay in, actually. I thought it was going to be Brook Lopez checking in, but I think things are getting a little more tense here at the Intuit Dome in Inglewood. As we got 4:20 to play. Under 10 on the shot clock. Leonard coming around. That is no good. He'll make the bucket. And a lead up to 11 again. De'Aaron Fox crossing the half-court line. 4 to play here in the fourth. Vassell over to Johnson. 10 on the shot clock. Fox for 3. That is no good, but Wembanyama with the slam dunk. With the offensive rebound and the lead within 9, or Spurs within 9 again. Harden coming around. Back over to Beal. Leonard for 3. That's in there. The lead up to 12 for the Clippers. They reach the century mark. 188. Under 3.5 to play here in the fourth. Stephon Castle. Over to Johnson. Johnson for 3. No good. Bradley Beal grabbing the rebound. Phillips for 3. No good. Fox with the rebound. Over to Castle. Castle for 3. No good. Harden grabbing the rebound. Harden with a jumper. That is no good. Wembanyama grabbing the rebound. Stephon Castle. Over to Fox. Back over to Castle. Castle for 3. That's in there. The Spurs within 9 again. 2:35 to play in the fourth. Zubats, oh, he barely got that off in time for the 5-second violation. Harden, cross at half court. He'll make the 3. Shoot the 3. That's no good. Johnson with the rebound. 2:20 to play. Chance for the Spurs to get to within 7, and they do exactly that. De'Aaron Fox with 25 points in this game, 8 of those in the mid-range. Spurs within 7. 2:05 to play in the fourth. 2 minutes to play here in the fourth. A 7-point lead for the Clips. Beal holding on to it right now. 5 on the shot clock. Beal back over to Zubac. Rejected! Oh, and that is a shot clock violation against the Clippers. Huge rejection by Victor Wembanyama, which led to the shot clock violation. Huge possession coming up for the Spurs here, trailing by 7 with 1:47 to play. Vassell will inbound it to Fox. Fox coming around. Count it! That's 27 for De'Aaron Fox, and now he's going to go to the line to shoot 1 for 3. Opportunity for a 3-point play. Spurs are not going away. They were down by 19, and now they have a chance to cut it to within 4. We have yet to have an overtime game in this postseason in my season playthrough. I think we only had, 4 or 5 overtime games in the regular season. Fox will sink them. Will sink it. 196. 1:35 to play here in the fourth. Harden. Under 90 seconds to play. 7 on the shot clock. Leonard. Over to Phillips. Phillips for 3. No good. Fox with the rebound. Chance to get it to within either 2 or 1. Fox coming around. Rejected by Phillips. Harden will grab it. Harden. And that's going to go out of bounds. And Spurs ball here with 63 seconds to play. Oh, huge rejection by John Phillips. How many people thought this game would be on the edge of your seat in the early part of the third quarter when it was 74-55 Clippers? And for a while, the Spurs got to within 10 and couldn't cut it to single digits. And here they are now, under a minute to play, down by 4. Fox. There's Castle for 3. No good. Leonard grabbing a rebound. No need to foul just yet if you're the Spurs. But they will choose to foul anyway. I didn't think there was any need to foul right now. Beal, there's a jump shot. That's in. Timeout Spurs. 40.8 left to play in the fourth. Clippers leading at 102-96. We're going to take a timeout. Coming out of timeout here, let's say 40.8. But with only a 6-point difference, that is an eternity in the NBA. Vassell over to Fox. Fox coming around the layup, and the game is within, and the Spurs within 4 again. I believe that is 30 for Fox now in this game. I could be wrong. Beal holding on to it. I think now you might start fouling. Harden, 10 on the shot clock. Over to Beal. There's a 3-point attempt by Phillips. That's in there. Timeout Spurs. I thought for a second, yeah, you probably should have fouled. And you allow a big 3 here. We're going to take a timeout with 16.9 to play in the fourth. Coming out of this timeout here, 105-98, 16.9 to play. Keldon Johnson will set to inbound it. Over to Wembanyama. Wembanyama for 3. That is no good. Zubac with the rebound. And I think the Spurs could just hold, or the Clippers could just hold on to it. They were up by 19. The Spurs got to within 4. But the Clippers will hold on to win 105-98. The Clippers are 1 win away from advancing to the Western Conference semifinals. They lead the series 3-2. And as I said, this was a huge Game 5. Because as I said, and at least I took the real life data, the winners of the Game 5 in the Best of 7 series, when the series tied at 2, go on to win the series 84% of the time. But we don't know how things go here in 2K universe, as we see Kawhi Leonard being interviewed by Ali LaForce, which you cannot hear because I have the game commentary turned off. Instead, you get to hear me. But we will be back with the post-game player statistics coming up. It is time for the post-game player statistics brought to you by 2K Sports. We start off with the victorious Los Angeles Clippers. James Harden with 26 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. He got player of the game. Kawhi Leonard with 26 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Bradley Beal with 20 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. John Collins with 9.7 rebounds, 4 assists, followed by Julian Phillips with 8 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists. He had that huge three-pointer right in the waning seconds of this game. Bogdan Bogdanovic off the bench, 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Brook Lopez with 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Chris Dunn had 3 points, 1 rebound. Ivica Zubac, 2 points only, but he did have 13 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Derek Jones Jr., Jevin Carter, Kobe Brown, Yannick Niederhauser, and Cam Christie did not play for the LA Clippers. And now for the San Antonio Spurs in defeat. De'Aaron Fox with 30 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Stephon Castle with 24 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals. He came close to a triple-double. Victor Wembanyama, close to a 2020 game. He had 18 points, 16 rebounds, and a steal. Harrison Barnes, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Devin Vassell, 6.7 rebounds, 4 assists, followed by Jeremy Sohan with 4.7 rebounds, 3 assists. Carter Bryant had 4 points in the game on 2 of 2 shooting. Keldon Johnson, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Lindy Waters only had 1 rebound, 1 assist, a steal, and a block. Julian Champagnie, Jordan McLaughlin, Kelly Olynyk did not play for the San Antonio Spurs. And that will do it for your post-game player statistics for this Game 5. Western Conference in our next video. This time we'll have our first Game 6 of this postseason right now, as we have the number 3 seeded Houston Rockets at the 6th seeded Denver Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado. The Nuggets were able to avoid elimination, winning 123-119 in their last game, led by a triple-double by Nikola Jokic. They survived a 45-point effort by Kevin Durant, who's just been on fire this postseason so far. We have Game 6, Rockets, Nuggets. Can the Rockets close them out this time, or could we have our first guaranteed Game 7? Be there or be squared. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you watched this video to the end, please leave a like, comment on this video. If you're new to this channel, in addition to liking and comment on this video, please help me out by hitting the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do drop. And if you are able to help me out financially until I can get this channel monetized, there is a link in the description down below to my Cash App. You do not have to donate, but it is appreciated if you are able to, as well as where you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, or X, underneath that link to the Cash App in the description down below. And with that, I will remind everybody the final score of this game. The Clippers hold off a furious comeback by the Spurs. Once up by 19, the Spurs got to within 4, but they couldn't get any closer than that. The Clippers defeat the Spurs 105-98. They lead the series 3-2, continuing the trend of the home team winning every game so far. And with that, I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.